We've already shown you guys the Morimoto XB taillights in the 09 to 14 F-150, or in this case, the Raptor. But how does the Morimoto taillights stack up to the competition? In this video, I'm going to take the Morimoto XB tails and compare them to the Alpharex Pro. Alpharex has been coming out with a lot of new taillights, a lot of new headlights, and they are pretty good. Let's see how they stack up. At the time of this video, when we ordered the Alpharex Pro Series taillights, they were $265. We also saw on their website that they have a 2-year warranty. The Morimoto XB taillights were a bit more expensive. We purchased them at around $500, but they do have a 5-year warranty. Now, why would you want to upgrade these taillights in the first place? Right off the bat, there's some serious problems with your original taillights, like this. Here you can see they use incandescent bulbs. These are dated bulbs that you're eventually going to have to replace in the future. There's one on the top and one on the bottom. When you hit the brakes, they do get brighter, but they are hardly brighter. This is not going to keep you safer when you're driving down the road. It's also not very stylish either because these bulbs are dated. Now, the Raptor taillights are a little bit more smoked than the F-150 taillights, so in my opinion, if you had an F-150, you have even more reason to upgrade the taillights. When you hit the turn signal, this happens. It's a slow on, slow off. There's no scrolling effect. There's no instant on, instant off like an LED bulb would provide, and this is just dated. When you hit the reverse lights, you're gonna see the major problem with the original taillights. Still that incandescent bulb. It's like a small T15 bulb. It does not provide an adequate amount of illumination on the back of your vehicle. So let's get to upgrading these. First thing I wanna discuss are the features of the Morimoto XB tails. Installing the Morimoto XB tails are super easy. They are plug and play. All you have to do is lower the tailgate, remove the 2 screws holding in the tail light, remove the tail light by pulling it towards you, unplug the factory wiring, and then grab your Morimoto XB taillight, plug in the factory wiring, and you're good to go. You'll notice on the back side of this taillight, there is a little pigtail, which I'll get to in just a second. This is a place to plug and play the Morimoto backup light boost bar, which gives you an extra punch of light when you're hitting reverse lights. In another video, we show you exactly how to install the Morimoto backup light boost bar. Push the XB back in and put your 2 screws back in, and that's all it takes to install it. So here is the Morimoto XB taillight installed, and I want you guys to know that there are 2 different options. So if you don't like this red lens version, there is a smoked lens version that a lot of you guys like. I do see a ton more sales of these smoked versions versus the red version. However, in my opinion, I like the red version on this truck just a little bit more. When you turn on the lights, you're gonna notice this is a full LED assembly, and it's much brighter. We've got this optical light pipe that goes all the way around the taillight that really makes it stand out compared to your original taillights. When you hit the brakes or the turn signals, you're gonna notice these 8 little ice cube looking LEDs. I think they look super cool when you get up close and you see what they look like. It's much more advanced looking than your original tails. Here's where the taillights really shine. When you hit it in reverse, you do get that LED function. You don't have your original incandescent bulb. So it's a bright white color, it's more modern. It's going to bring your truck into the modern age, but remember with that little pigtail on the backside, as long as you install that Morimoto backup light boost bar, which is a boost bar that goes over your license plate, you run the wiring up to this area and plug it in on the backside, you can get even more light output than just this. In my opinion, the reverse lights are real advanced when it comes to the taillights on the XB. The last improvement over your original tails from Morimoto is the turn signal. When you hit the turn signal, you're gonna notice an instant on, instant off. It's not that scrolling effect or that sequential turn signal we've grown to love out of aftermarket taillights, but still it's extremely bright. Everybody's gonna know when you are turning. Let's check out the Alpharex Pro taillights now. So I got the Alpharex taillight here. The Alpharex taillights do have a smoked lens version and a red lens. More so like red internals with a little smoked lens over it. The smoked lens doesn't have the red internals, so it looks like this. The issue is when I'm trying to install this, look at the back side here. I'm gonna set it down for you guys so you can see just what I'm talking about here. The wiring on the back side is all exposed, which means you're gonna have to take your factory connectors from your original taillights and then plug them into these sockets and then plug the socket in. That's not that big of a deal. However, you got these two spots right here, which seem to be connecting to a resistor. A resistor provides resistance so you don't have hyper flashing. Problem with that is this is what the resistors look like in the box. They are massive, and they've got this 3M double-sided tape on the backside. I don't like this because you really have to mount this deep into the abyss of the taillight area in order to make these taillights actually fit flush. Not a huge fan of how this installs, but I guess that's what you get for saving a couple $100. And then don't forget to plug in those big resistors. Now, I don't know about you, it wasn't that hard, but this is a little excessive for a taillight in your F-150 or your Raptor. You'll have to clean the surface in there, grab the 3M tape, remove the backing, and then put it right here. For the sake of the video, I'm not gonna install these ones fully. I'm just gonna shove it in here and see what the features look like. These resistors do get hot, so you really do have to mount them if you're gonna have them on for an extended period of time. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did not like doing the install. It wasn't that hard, but it's still a bunch of extra steps and a lot of extra wiring, and you're reusing your original reverse light. This is what it looks like. And when you turn on the parking lights, it does smack you in the face. In my opinion, I do like the look of this when the parking lights are on. I think this actually looks a little bit more modern even than the Morimoto XB. Post in the comments which one you think looks better as far as features go. In my opinion, this one looks pretty cool. I know it's a little radical. These little lines here are a little bit much to some people, but in my opinion, I like it. When you hit the turn signal or the brakes, you're gonna have the top and the bottom. They are LED, but they are not really bright. In my opinion, they could have done a little bit better. I know Alpharex makes other series of taillights that are completely LED. However, they do not make it for the 09 to 14 F-150 or Raptor. So you do still have to, when you hit reverse, have this original bulb. This bulb is terrible, and over time it actually loses brightness, so you might as well just replace that bulb. From our website, we have this bulb that's called the GTR Lighting Ultra Series Reverse Bulb. That is an extremely bright LED bulb, and if you get that with these Alpharex taillights, it does make this entire housing full LED. So that is an option. If you wanted to get something a little cheaper and then spend about $80 on the world's brightest reverse light bulb, you can do that. And lastly, the turn signal. When you look at the turn signal, I thought for sure we were gonna see that scrolling effect that I've seen on other taillights, but it's not. It is just the LEDs from the top and the bottom here. It's kind of a bummer, and I wish that Alpharex can make another taillight for the 09 to 14 F-150. I heard they might, and after this video, I think they are definitely going to make it. Now, what about reverse lights? Which one is brighter? In my opinion, I already know off the bat, it's probably gonna be the Morimoto XB. Whether you have the Morimoto XB without the backup light boost bar or the backup light boost bar. This is what your original lights looked like when you're backing up to the wall. When you have the Morimoto XB taillights installed, it looks like this. You do see that bright white color, it changes it a bit, and I think Morimoto also wanted a little bit more light output. That's why they designed it to have that plug and play connector on the back for the backup light boost bar. When you back up to the wall with the backup light boost bar, it looks like this. The Alpharex, you already know it's gonna look just like your originals, maybe a little bit different optics and fluting from the lens, but this is what it looks like when you're going in reverse. The Morimoto XB taillights, when it comes to the reverse lights, definitely take the cake here. So why are we even doing this? Essentially, Morimoto and Alpharex are some of the leaders in aftermarket housings, so it's only a matter of time before we test every single one of them to see which one is best per vehicle. In my personal opinion, Morimoto wins this round. I've seen Alpharex win a lot of other rounds against Morimoto. However, their Pro Series taillight from Alpharex is just not any good. I do like the features of it better. I think it looks a little bit better, but the install is not very good. The reverse lights are not very good. Morimoto takes the cake in a lot of those aspects. Morimoto's got a 5-year warranty. These only have a 2-year warranty. For a couple $100 extra, I would rather choose the Morimoto XB taillight. Be sure to check out all the other products we've tested for the F-150. We've got X3B, which is this third brake light. We've done headlights, taillight side markers, and so much more. Whether you have an F-150 or a Raptor, we've got it at headlightrevolution.com. Just type in your year, make, and model, and you'll see all the lights that we've tested for you.